The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, is on its way this November, and while it will feature a brand new, star-studded cast, it's reminding all of us of the OG movie. The Hunger Games has become a classic, but no matter how well you know the film itself, that doesn't mean we know what went on behind the scenes and what it was really like on set. Warning, things got pretty wild. Get ready for an amazing and sometimes hilarious new look at this fan-favorite film. If you consider yourself Team PETA, then you'll probably be happy to see just how well Jennifer Lawrence and Josh Hutcherson actually got along on set. There's plenty of behind-the-scenes footage that shows how close these best pals were during filming, as well as just how much fun they made things on set. For fans of the film, it's hard to imagine much goofing off going on in between takes, since the scenes themselves were so tense and serious. Yet, these two managed to make the downtime fun.
Please. I know what you're gonna say.
Peeing in the ocean.
Oh, no. But I'm totally with you because that was the only time we could ever go to the bathroom together.
Yep, they preferred to always stick together on set.
Because we never like to be separated, and then when we go to the bathroom, semantics, we have to separate.
There were plenty of on-set pranks.
On the very first movie, we had, I took a fake dead body and I put it in her bathroom.
But in many ways, their off-screen friendship made their on-screen relationship even better.
I think it's easier than kissing a stranger. Yeah. I mean, like, at least you like the person.
Of course, not everyone is a PETA fan. If you're more Team Gale, then there's plenty of adorable behind-the-scenes moments for J-Law and Liam Hemsworth, who plays Gale as well. Of course, it's clear that these two knew how to get down to business just as much as they knew how to goof off. Seeing tense scenes being recorded shows just how well these two were able to switch into work mode. If you couldn't already tell, The Hunger Games had some serious shenanigans on set in spite of its solemn subject matter.
I think it's the funnest set I've ever been on. I've never done this much cutting up and laughing. It's focused too much on the laughter.
But it seems that the cast and crew's goofy nature made for a supportive work environment. Now, fight scenes are an important part of The Hunger Games, so this silly little cast had to get serious when preparing for their on-screen combat. The actors had a gym where they could train for their fight scenes, and some of the actors enjoyed training so much that they'd get in extra training time whenever they could spare it on set. Now, training for fight scenes wasn't just fun. It was important for preventing on-set accidents and injuries. Unfortunately, it couldn't prevent every on-set injury, which is why Jennifer Lawrence actually went deaf in one ear while filming. In one scene, a jet punctured her eardrum and left her deaf in one ear for months. While this certainly made things more difficult for the actor, it did add a bit of irony to the film, since in the book series that the film is based on, Katniss also goes deaf in one ear. For plenty of movies, hair and makeup and costumes play a major role in making the end product what it is. When it comes to the Hunger Games, these characters' aesthetics aren't the first thing that comes to mind. In reality though, hair, makeup, and costumes helped to make these characters iconic. Why else would Katniss' side braid have become super popular among young girls at the time? Well, you might be surprised that this wasn't just thanks to a simple hairstyle. It was actually thanks to wigs. $30,000 worth of wigs. In the first two movies, Jennifer Lawrence dyed her blonde hair brown, but for the second two, she wore 5 wigs that totaled $30,000. As for the other characters' hair, no one was allowed to have the same braid as Katniss. As a result, over 100 different types of braids were used among the cast. And while we may not have known all that went into these braids to look at them, there's one character whose hair, makeup, and costume was clearly quite a feat. Now that would be, you guessed it, Effie Trinket, who's played by Elizabeth Banks. And while her look is iconic and adds a lot to the film, Banks felt that her rather extreme look made it difficult for her to goof around between takes like the others.
You know, I'm stuck in this all day long. It's sort of depressing, actually.
While the cast kept the set feeling lively, award-winning director Gary Ross kept things in order, and behind-the-scenes footage shows him in action. I want everybody to feel like you're scared. Imagine where you're coming from, and imagine this could be you, and everything will fall into place, okay? It's easy to see that while he may have been hard at work, he enjoyed being a part of this film just like everyone else. So who was your favorite character from the Hunger Games to see behind the scenes? Who do you think had the most fun on set? Let us know in the comments, and for more videos like this one, like and subscribe to The Things.